comes first, no matter how unglamorous a role it may seem.
Hello, Bots and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at another great Earthrise figure. Tonight, we have Transformers, War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise, Hoist, and this is looking like a great figure. And you can see Hoist in the box, you can see Takara Tomy at the top, Transformers Generations, Transformers, Hasbro, Transformers Earthrise, War for Cybertron, blah blah blah. You can see your Hoist right there is his name, and his name written in Cybertron. On the left side of the box, you have this awesome picture of the Ark crashing to Earth, and all the Autobots looking concerned, and the Decepticons looking evil. All good stuff. On the back of the box, you can see Hoist standing there, and he can turn into a little tow truck like there, and he has a little tow attachment. We'll get into that later in the review, and you can see a whole bunch of words and stuff at the bottom. On the left side of the box, you can see a nice picture of Hoist looking all heroic and robotic-y, and looks like he's fixing stuff with his little cannon there. On the top of the box, you have just the War for Cybertron and the Autobot symbol, and on the bottom of the box, you got words and things and stuff. No one wants to see him in the box. I know I don't, so let's go ahead and get him out and see what he can do. And here we have Hoist out of the box. And in the box, he comes with a very nice background and a red decoder where you can actually look here and see that he has a planet called Junkion. So that's pretty neat. Don't know what that's for. Maybe we'll figure that out later. He comes with a nice set of instructions that will help you turn and flip him, flop him from a tow truck into a robot, and that's always useful. He comes with one accessory for his robotic self, and that is this little cone thing. It's kind of orange. It can act as a gun, and it can act as his arm cannon, because it will go right, slide down right here. It is basically done in a orange plastic. It does have some nice detail on it, but really, I do not like this thing, and I'm going to make a quick adjustment to it right now. And boom, here we go. Okay, so I wanted it white, and I think white will go a lot better with his arm. And you can see I just painted the outsides of it, the inside's still orange. So yeah, there we go. Nice white cannon. So anyway, moving on. That brings us to Hoist himself, and as you can see, he is a nice green, orange, and caution striped tow truck, and I think they did a really good job on him. He looks similar almost exactly to how he did in the G1 cartoon and the G1 toy, and it's just a nice little thing. So let's get a little closer. And we can see his caution stripes going down the side. He has some nice big black tires with some silver wheels inside. No hubcaps on the back here for some reason. That's strange. He has his orange tow gear right here. And on the front, you can see nice silver front here for the grills. He has some little blue lights in there. I don't know if you can see them. Let's see if we can get real close. There we go. Yeah, nice blue lights. Let's add a little more light so we can see. There we go. All right. Yeah, on the front, got a nice Autobot symbol there. Nice translucent blue windows. Same thing on this side, and on the back, you just got a lot of junk. Nothing really too important there. And on the bottom, he's just a big mess. You can see he's definitely a robot, and there's really not a lot of things they could do, I guess. Maybe fold his arms going sideways into this cavity, but I don't know if it could actually twist that way. It's sort of like what we got with Hound, so I'm not really too bummed out about it. He does roll when he is on a surface that has some friction on it. My table doesn't have a lot of friction, so sorry about that. And so yeah, that is basically him in his truck mode. So let's go through a little bit of what his truck mode can do, because it can do some pretty neat things. And first of all, we'll take these sections and we'll move them to the side, like that, and that will enable us to bring this up. This is his tow hitch, and it will just go down this slot here and on the ground. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll, you can hook up some cars maybe. I actually don't think you can. And the original G1 toy you could, but there's no kind of grapple places here. Let me see if I can grab one real quick. So here is Cliff Jumper. There's really not a place where you can tow him up, I don't think. Maybe kind of cram it in there. I don't think so. I don't know. There might be a way. They maybe should have had some sort of like gear or something. I mean, you could fake it, you know, kind of make it look like that, and he's towing, you know, a car, but, you know, don't move it, because, well, that's odd. It's actually staying there. I don't know, friction. That's weird. Well, there you go. He can tow Cliff Jumper with just friction. Very good. Anyway, there's actually, when I review Optimus, there's a little thing that can attach here, and that will show you that he can actually tow stuff. But anyway, that's the tow function. It can hold like that, and some people like to do bring his spotlight up, which is right here. This is the white thing that goes behind his head, and they bring it up and act as a searchlight, because some trucks do have lights on the top of their hoods, and they can go kind of search around for stuff. Yeah. But anyway, I love it when they have their vehicles can actually interact and do fun things like that. Like we'll get into it with Grapple and see his crane, but you know, when you do stuff like that, it just makes the toy almost triply enjoyable, because not only can you play with him in robot mode and he does something specific, he can also do something specific in his vehicle mode, which is good. Alright, so put that back down, put that like that, and that is him in his truck mode. So let's get some comparisons out here. And for comparison, here he is with a couple of his Siege friends and a couple of his Earthrise friends. We have Optimus. Okay, that's pretty nice scale there. They're nice and tall. And as a matter of fact, size speaking, Hoist is sold as a deluxe, but he's fairly large for a deluxe, because most of the deluxes you have are cars. See, like there's Wheeljack, and we'll definitely see it in robot mode how big Hoist is when it comes to like a regular deluxe. There he is with a Season 2 friend, Red Alert. That's pretty nice. And last but not least, here he is with Cliff Jumper. Thanks for helping me out there, buddy. You're welcome. So, yeah. So, nice comparisons there. Alright. Moving on. And for transformation, what we'll need to do is take them up, and we'll start at the very back. The tow gear here is tabbed into like 4 different sections, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So we will need to take that, unplug that from the back of the green part, so we can free the tow gear up. Okay, so once the tow gear gets up, it will slide up on a hinge, and then we can take the legs down like so, okay, and then move the arms forward a little bit to give clearance and room so the legs can finish coming down, and you can go ahead and kick out the feet like so. All right. Now the sides here will go up on this hinge, which is built into the window, and that will actually enable us to move these arms around like so. So be very careful. And same like this. Kind of want to move them out of the way. Move them up. So there. All right. We got a big googly mess. So we'll bring down the hood of the truck, and that will snap into place. And okay, we're getting somewhere now. All right. the arms will fold or twist backwards on both sides. All right, then you'll bring them down, do a quarter turn, half a turn, almost a quarter turn. I guess it depends on which way you go. Quarter turn, boom, and there you got arms. All right, so now on the back, we're almost done. What we're going to do is move these wings to the side, pull up the tow hitch, which is here. Make sure I'm getting this in focus. That will need to come up, and then we can pull up the spotlight, because we need to pull that up before, everything goes like this. Put it, slot that back in spot. All right, now reach down here and flip the head up. Yeah. Hang on, it's in there, I promise. Come on, why aren't you flipping? There it goes. All right, make sure you have some clearance, because that's going to get tight right there. So it'll be here, and it will pop into place. There we go. And now, uh-oh, what happened here? Okay, you got kind of discombobulated. Gotta move the camera back a little bit. All right, so now arms go back down here. Now the yellow tow hitch has a slot right here that will peg into this right here, and that will make him stand straight up. Boom! All right. Oh, how'd your arm get back up there? All right. So now got almost done. We will bring the searchlight up and then bring the wings up, and there you have Hoist in his robot mode. And taking a closer look at Hoist, we'll bring him up to the camera, and we'll see, oh, he has a very nice head sculpt, and that's really what always makes the bot for me, their head and the colors and such. But the head, if the head's not right, I don't like it. In this particular case, you can see that Hoist has a nice black helmet with a silver faceplate, bright blue eyes, which he's supposed to have. The original toy, his head was green, and a lot of people in the comics colored it with green, and I really never liked it because the cartoon always had him with a darker head, so I love that. Some nice orange wings on the back, his white spotlight, coming down to some green shoulders, translucent blue for the chest, nice Autobot symbol. You have that wear battle damage that we had with a lot of the Siege figures. Not many of the Earthrise figures so far I've noticed have them. Forearms are in white with green hands. He has some orange for his midsection, white legs. Looks like you can argue that he has some orange knee pads and some silver and green for his legs. And that's what the front, the back. We just got a whole bunch of orange here, and that's pretty much it for what he looks like. Moving into articulation, first of all, his wings can move up and down. The little spotlight can jump back and forth. His head can go 360 degrees, and it can wiggle and waggle forward and backwards, and that's pretty much it. His arm can go around. Just watch out for clearance of the wing. You pull that around, and you can do that. Now, his arm can also go out to the side, all the way up. That's pretty neat. Don't have many that could do that, but that's basically for transformation. He does have a bicep swivel, can go all the way around. Has a knee bend, gets you up to there, and his hand can circle or do 360 degrees like that. All right, coming down to his chest, he does not really have an ab crunch. I mean, you can maybe go back. No, you can't even go back. So he does have a waist swivel, and if you make sure you watch this crane or the towing hitch, you can get it all the way around. like so. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Oh, and I kind of split him in two there, so we'll just snap that back into. All right, there we go. Get those wings back. And his leg can go up really good distance, and it can go back a really good distance. He does have a thigh swivel like that, so that's pretty good. He has a knee bend that can get way up there, so that is pretty cool. He is very articulated for a little fella. And no rocker because his foot is just one solid piece here. Oh, I lied. It does have a rocker. See, I can go rock a little bit. Don't listen to me. I'm just a crazy toy reviewer. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But yeah, you got some rocker there. Very nice. All right. So that is it for his articulation. And for his accessory, you have the regular white cannon. Like I said, well, it was orange, but I painted it white because, darn it, I'm not going to have my Hoist have a orange cannon on his arm. That just looks weird. But anyway, for the most part, it can go plug right into this hand right here. For some reason, it's really tight. I don't know why that is. I had trouble with it earlier. Okay, so you don't have to go all the way down. So you can go kind of halfway down, and then you have him holding like a little gun. But everybody knows that Hoist only has one hand, and this can go all the way down and cover it to where you have his cannon. And that is a lot better than having an orange cannon, I think. That is just my opinion. And now he has this big... Now you do have that orange tab, so I may have to paint that too to make it look uniform. But for the most part, I like that. That is really, really nice when it comes to having your Hoist figure. Wow. Pretty cool. And for comparison, here you have Hoist with the other Autobots: Optimus Prime, Wheeljack, Red Alert, and Cliff Jumper. And as you can see, I said earlier that Hoist was a deluxe figure, but if you look at Wheeljack and Red Alert, they are also deluxe figures, and he stands about 2 feet above them, which not really feet, but if you were to equivocate it to the appropriate scale, he's a lot bigger than they are. For a deluxe, he's huge. But then again, for a deluxe, Cliff Jumper is small. So, I don't know. I don't think they really care about... Well, in certain instances, they do care about the scale, but charging-wise, yeah, they're going to put it in whatever box they want to put it in and charge you whatever they want to charge you for it. But for the most part, what you do is... we'll put him, and in this scale, you can see where Optimus was a Voyager. Now, Hoist would have been okay to put as a Voyager scale, I think. Then you get your Deluxes, and then you have your Legends. But they're throwing them all in the same box, and there you go. I don't know. So, anyway, there's some comparisons between the Siege bots and the Earthrise bots, and I think they're doing pretty good. So anyway, I've babbled on long enough about this, so let's move on. And this has been the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Hoist. And I don't know what to say. This is a great figure. I have no complaints other than the minor nitpick of the cannon being orange, and I painted it white so you can see it looks as like it's one solid piece on the arm. But no, really, this figure, it checks every box that you could possibly want for a G1 Hoist. Matches up with the cartoon and the toy. So yeah, I think Hasbro is doing a really good job with this Earthrise series. Can't wait to get a Trailbreaker out of this, because you know they're going to make a Trailbreaker out of Hoist, because they always do. So that's pretty much it for the review. I hope you guys have a good night. I know we're still struggling in the world today, but keep your head up. Things are getting better every day. And come back next week and we'll laugh and look at some more toys. All right. See you guys. Have a great night.
Fate rarely calls upon us at a moment of our choosing.